Hello everyone and welcome back to the Genshin Impact Preludes series. As I've said before, this is a series all about the backstories of the playable characters in Genshin Impact. I will only be going to the stories in the character pages, so there may be potential story spoilers for some characters. This also means I won't be going into the manga or story unless their events are mentioned in the character stories. Also, if you like this video, consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, today's video is all about Sayu, so sit back and relax as I read you her stories. Most Inazumans are unaware of the existence of the Shuumatsuban. In fact, the Shuumatsuban is a secret organization under the Yashiro Commission. There is also a little ninja who goes by the name of Sayu in the Shuumatsuban, and this fact is even less known. Sayu is a special existence in the Shuumatsuban. She has been raised in the Shuumatsuban since she was a child, and is extremely loyal to the organization. That said, her most prominent trait is not loyalty, but laziness. Lazing around is what Sayu does best. She has long mastered the various arts of ninjutsu, particularly those that help her to slack off or shirk her duties, such as escape techniques and aura concealment. People who don't know about her habits will have to make a lot of effort to find her. However, if you ask Sayu about her slacking, she will shrug and reply, "It's not that I'm lazy, I just want to spend my time on more meaningful things." Sayu is petite and can even be described as delicate. This is also something that bothers her. One by one, her peers are growing taller, but she still has the stature of a child, as her height has not changed at all. Sayu is really anxious about this matter. Day by day, the world seems to be sprouting skyward, and only she remains small as ever. Growing taller has gradually become an obsession in Sayu's mind. As long as I sleep enough, I can definitely grow taller. She came to believe this ever so firmly, seizing every opportunity to sleep as much as possible, creating every opportunity in every circumstance, even when there were none. People around little Sayu often let her be, as they don't have the heart to disturb her sleep. So now, the situation has progressed such that Sayu is able to fall asleep, even while standing. The ninjutsu that Sayu has learned is not very powerful in combat, but it is quite useful in the matter of slacking off. She is extremely skilled at hiding and covering her tracks, and is an expert in this area. Therefore, if she has the intention to hide, ordinary people absolutely cannot find her. However, even the most ingenious puzzles have answers, and even the most elusive treasures have clues for people to find them. This also holds true for Sayu. After spending enough time with Sayu, one will understand her habits and preferences. Trying to find her doesn't seem so difficult anymore. For example, if you go to Sayu's room early in the morning and lift the covers, the odds are that you'll find her in her bed. At noon, you can check out the trees near the shrine and who knows, you may find something unexpected. It will be more challenging to find Sayu at night, but it's a good idea to go to her house and wait for her to emerge. However, please remember not to disturb Sayu, who is busy growing taller, unless it is absolutely necessary. Even gentle rabbits bite when provoked, let alone Sayu. That said, finding Sayu doesn't mean that she can be put to work quietly. Moreover, Sayu's work at the Shuumatsuban is not that of a fixed daily routine, but missions that pop up if and as needed. And so this happens. When new missions are assigned, you won't see a hide or tail of her. By the time she has been found, and with much effort, a more suitable person has been assigned for the mission. And in case there is no other suitable candidate other than Sayu, all the more reason she will try to slip away, so as to not be overwhelmed by the mission. It's just that, if Sayu used her ninjutsu to work hard, she would have had great accomplishments in the Shuumatsuban. Sayu is the last successor to the ninjutsu art, Yuhu art. In this school of ninjutsu, which is known for teasing its enemies, Sayu has learned only ninjutsu such as escape and clone techniques. These ninjutsu are of little use in actual combat, but have undeniable aesthetic flair. Amongst falling leaves, a silhouette vanishes in a flash, a gentle breeze blows, and a kite suddenly appears on the ground. The incredible scene is comparable to an artistic performance. Thus, whenever there is a festival, Sayu will be invited by various parties to perform her mysterious ninjutsu. If it's Yoimiya who's searching for her, Sayu can still find ways to hide. But if the person in question is Lady Guji Yai, resistance is futile for Sayu. Clone techniques do nothing to fool the Lady Guji's sharp eyes, and aura concealment doesn't help Sayu at all in escaping from Lady Guji's grasp. Running for the hills is even less feasible, and might even risk angering the Lady Guji. Fortunately, there are very few circumstances that require Lady Guji Yai to make a personal appearance. For as long as Sayu can remember, she has been studying ninjutsu with her sensei in the Shuumatsuban. Although the Shuumatsuban is a clandestine organization, the elders are very kind and have taken good care of young Sayu. Being overly reliant on others is never a good thing for a ninja. After Sayu had reached a bottleneck in learning ninjutsu, her sensei observed her situation and thought thusly. As the years passed, Sayu grew steadily. Once she was capable enough to defend herself, her sensei chose to leave quietly. A young animal that leaves the protections of its parents will grow up rapidly. The same is true of the sensei's expectations for Sayu. The young ninja did not disappoint her sensei. Soon after, Sayu obtained a vision, and then she started working diligently in the Shuumatsuban, diligently shirking her duties. Sayu is always busy sleeping and hiding from people, so in that sense, she also has a lot to do. Occasionally, when Sayu is free and alone to enjoy the moonlight, she feels lost deep inside. The people who have always been with you will one day leave. Is this how life is meant to be? But perhaps someday in the future, I will also meet the person who will be always with me. Pondering the matter, the little ninja fell asleep again. Sayu's outfit is said to be a gift from her sensei. The style references the form of a small animal, the Mujina, and Sayu's favorite colors were also specially chosen for it. It is light and flexible, thus making it suitable for a ninja. Sayu is especially fond of the huge hood, as it brings about a sense of security. The long tail is designed for Sayu to maintain balance on the branches. As for the only drawback, this outfit probably looks too much like a tanuki, and Sayu often gets misunderstood because of it. Initially, she would seriously explain to the other party that, "I'm not a tanuki, I'm Sayu." However, over time, similar incidents have occurred too many times, and Sayu now bears a grudge against tanuki. Nowadays, if such a situation happens again, Sayu will pout in anger. So, in order to get along well with Sayu, please memorize the following. Sayu is not a tanuki, but Sayu. Her outfit is also not that of a tanuki's, but a mini Mujina. This is the story of Sayu when she just started being on her own. Fragile beings walking alone in this world inevitably find themselves in scary situations. The only way to understand what it's like is to have experienced it. This is exactly what happened to Sayu. Adept at observation and evasion, she has always understood that she is not suitable for combat. Her overly petite stature gives her no advantage in terms of strength to speak of, and her ninjutsu will not be of much use in actual combat. Yet missions do not wait for ninjas to grow fully before descending upon them. In an era of turmoil, Sayu would also find herself in trouble because of not so important work. Surrounded by strong foes, she had to do her best and barely managed to escape. It cost her almost everything to bring the information back safely. Exhausted and wounded, Sayu was about to faint, but only one thing lingered in her mind. It's not only strong brute force that can overpower everything. The weak have their own way of surviving. It's because you're weak that you can notice those unseen moments that change your fate. The chances of escaping from here are slim, but that's what my ninjutsu is for. The moment the leaves fell, she disappeared. All her pursuers were incredulous. The tiny ninja disappeared as if she were dust in the wind. The next morning, Sayu struggled to get up and found that the ninja pack strapped to her leg had long since disappeared. However, a surprising object appeared in the same place instead, a vision gleaming in the sunrise. Now, with the power of the vision, Sayu can wield a claymore taller than herself. She no longer has to fear the omnipresent strife of a chaotic world. Unfortunately, Sayu's most immediate worries have not yet been resolved. Regarding her growing taller, it seems that even a vision is unable to do anything about it. And those are all of Sayu's stories. She appears throughout the Inazuma Archon quests, has her own hangout event for travelers to enjoy, and has also appeared in the recent Hues of the Violet Garden event. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video.